scraping up my hands and knees. Mama said, boy, slow it down. I was too busy tearing up my town. Life was simple, life was sweet. Not a worry in the world, just some dirty feet. 10 years later, behind the wheel, feels like freedom, feels so fast. Foot on the gas, man, this is real. Ain't forever, ain't gonna last. Every decade, a brand new view. 10 years later, it all looks new. 60 now, got that ride. Windows down, girl by my side. Late night drives, not a care in sight. Man, the world is mine tonight. 10 years later, bills to pay. Working hard, no time to play. Almost yesterday, I was just a kid. Can't slow down, wish I could. 10 years later, behind the wheel. Feels like freedom, feels so fast. Foot on the gas, man, this is real. Ain't forever, ain't gonna last. Every decade, a brand new view. 10 years later, it all looks new. Now my boy is 6 years old, breaking rules too wild to hold. Jumping fences, chasing dreams, like his old man used to do. Trying to keep up, working late, holding tight to love and fate. Feels like I just blinked my eyes. 36, started to realize, how does time just slip away? Blink once, he's driving away. Blink twice, he's walking that aisle. Raised him right, man, it makes me smile. 10 years later, I'm 56. Got some wisdom, learned some tricks. Slowing down, still holding tight to every moment that feels just right. Raising glasses and raising hell. Laughing hard, the stories we tell. Wishing I could hit rewind. Man, it's been one hell of a ride. 10 years later, life comes fast. Behind the wheel, foot on the gas. Every chapter, something new. 10 years later, something new.
All right.
Hello there,
Steve.
Captain. How are you, Captain?
That was
Steve, wow.
So I surprised you, Zoe, with
You
the
did.
brand new tracks I just laid down.
So, fun thing I noticed about Steve up here is he has his own chords up on Ultimate Guitar Tabs if you liked this song. You can literally play it yourself. And another song you wrote, Nights Are Long, Years Are Short. It seems like you have a similar theme, which is time in your songs. Tell me a little about that. What was it like 10 years later at 36? Learn some tricks?
So this song, 10 years later, so kind of interesting. My grandbaby, she's turning 6 in June, and she's starting kindergarten. And I look, and my beautiful daughter back here in the corner, Haley, can you wave? Haley is turning 16, and she's starting to drive, and I'm like, holy cow, what happens in 10 years? It's unbelievable, right? We all go through that. And so I said, I'm going to be inspired by a 6-year-old and a 16-year-old, and hell, I'm, 36, plus or minus a few years. And
when did you write this
life
song?
goes on. I wrote this song about 3 weeks ago. I started and kind of laid down the chords through inspiration. And
Very new song.
yeah, brand new song. So I've only played it like 10 times.
How did you get that on Ultimate Guitar Tabs? I'm looking at it there, I'm like, was that a cover? I'm like, no, that's an original song.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Because
Yeah.
I haven't even thought of that yet. That's real smart.
That's the beauty of the internet, right?
Yeah. I'm like, you're more savvy than us, more tech savvy. What was the name of that song again?
10 years later.
10 years later.
10 years later.
My gosh, where were you guys 10 years ago?
Starting music lessons.
College
I don't even know. I think I was in high school still.
or high school, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. What a different time. I
Middle
lived like
school.
4 different cities since then. That's an incredible song. Where are you from, Steve?
I'm originally from Ohio, but I'm
Ohio.
a Southern Cali baby, and
I like the outfit. It's very Ohioan.
I like country music, modern country music.
Yeah.
I like all kinds of music, but I grew up in the 70s rock era.
Oh yeah.
Bad Company, Steve Miller Band, all that fun stuff.
Are they some of your faves?
They're some of my faves. does.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, my next question is, you're relatively new to songwriting, not to guitar, and you now have 2 songs out. Can we expect the same trajectory from you moving forward?
You know, it all comes from inspiration, Zoe. You know, it depends on what inspires you. Like, I thought about this song, Nights Are Long, Years Are Short. I was having a bourbon with a good friend of mine in Denver, and we were talking about my kid's kid in diapers, my little almost 6-year-old, when she was a little newborn. And he's like, Dad, I can't believe it. Can't sleep. She's going through diapers. When is she gonna be potty trained? Oh my gosh, you know. And I was talking to my buddy, and he goes, yeah, you know, look at us. We're old guys now. And I said, nights are long, years are short. And I said, wait a minute, what'd you say, Andy? Repeat that. And I got really inspired. That one took about 6 months because I wrote a few things and then put it away, came back, and ended up writing that one. And that's a fun song too. We might put that down and lay that on down in tracks.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, fantastic. And I would encourage you maybe to put your name back in again for your second original.
Yeah.
If the crowd wants it, what do we think?
Gotta come back for more. Yeah. Steve, thank you so much. I want to give you these 2 free tacos for all of our performers tonight. So I want to hand you that. And
Steve
also,
Freed, everybody.
You all plug some stuff. You good? Oh, let's make. Okay, he's ready.